First pitch coming your way next. Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. The show has Game 1 of the American League Wild Card Series. It's the Tampa Bay Rays taking on the Cleveland Guardians. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Sciambi. Game 1 is always critical in a postseason series, Singy.
Yeah, and this is when you love having home field advantage, Boog. If you capture Game 1, you're full of confidence that you've got a chance to ride that momentum for the rest of the series.
And on the visiting side, starting pitching is always the big key in a game like this to kick off a series.
Yeah, you need a strong performance on the mound. That's the #1 way to cancel out the home field edge we just mentioned.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about to get started. And today's starting pitcher, Shane Bieber. Lots of punch-outs, a real strikeout artist, Singy.
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
Here comes the 0-1. This one lifted in the air, left field. Kwan makes the grab, and a quick out, #1. Now a look at Kevin Cash's lineup for the Tampa Bay Rays. And the key to victory for them here, get their starter some run support early.
Boog, if they can get him that run support early, it's likely the other team folds because they know how dominant he can be once he gets settled in. So put pressure on that other team right away, jump out to a lead early, and a few runs is going to feel like 30.
And first offering is fouled off. And a foul ball. Shane Bieber's control and command some of the best in the game. 2017, the year before he made his big league debut, he struck out 162 batters and walked just 10 across 3 levels of the minors. Also worth noting, his favorite player growing up, Greg Maddux. He steps on the bag, and a couple of quick outs. Now it's Randy Arozarena. Out towards left center. Straw has a beat on it. Makes the play, and it's out #3. Down in order go the Rays. And now the Guardians will see what their bats can do in a scoreless ball game. You're watching the American League Wild Card Series on the show. And here is Steven Kwan. The line to kick the pitch. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Steven Kwan is making a name for himself. He won the College World Series playing at Oregon State. This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Pulls it in on the warning track. Here's the Guardians lineup now. A tough challenge in this one. An excellent arm on the mound. Singy, they're going to have to capitalize on their opportunities.
Yeah, and they're not going to get a whole lot if he pitches the way that he's capable of pitching. So, be ready to swing from the first pitch. You get something straight, man, you better turn on it.
And now it's Ahmed Rosario. In there for strike 1. Ground ball up the middle. Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. So a man aboard now with 1 away. And that's going to roll to the wall. And he's at third with 1 away. That's a triple.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side. And the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Now it's Jose Ramirez. And that one fouled off.
This would be huge right here if they could get on the board and be the first ones to score in this one with the home field.
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. Jose Ramirez bops one out, and they grab the lead. It's 2-0.
Power versus power right there, like two locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? But a really good job there by the hitter, getting the top hand working. Powers that fastball out of here.
Josh Bell at the plate now. That's in there. 0-1. McClanahan, an all-star a season ago. He features a four-seam fastball, a changeup, a curve, and he works in a slider. Next offering is fouled back. Still only one out here in the inning. On the ground to the left. Franco tosses to first, and there's two away. And now it's Josh Naylor. Swung on, popped up left side. Franco makes a nice running catch, but two come across to score in the inning courtesy of this two-run homer, and it's 2-0. Here in Cleveland, and now here is Brandon Lowe. Bieber back to work. Smoked on the ground a second. Throws to first. One up, one down. Harold Ramirez at the dish. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. And puts the squeeze on it. That's out number 2.
Fell off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first 2 innings with under 20 pitches. That could set him up to go deep into this game.
Liner, and that should be extra bases. Now he turns and heads for second. The throw in. Margot into second, and he's got a double.
That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and ripped it into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
Man at second here with 2 away. Isaac Paredes now. And first offering is fouled off. Margot stands at second with 2 gone. Oh, 0-2 now. Next offering popped in the air, right field. Gonzalez brings it in for the 3rd out. The Rays strand just the 1, down 2-0. Back here at the ballpark, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's Andres Jimenez. And a pitch. And that's in for a strike. On the ground to first. And he handles it himself for the out. So digging in, Oscar Gonzalez. That's in for a strike. McClanahan. He's the kind of starter that a lot of pitching coaches and managers as well really appreciate. Not a guy who's going to get himself into trouble by dancing around, by walking guys. That's inside. Now 2 balls and a strike.
Yeah, he throws strikes, and he's got the command to be in the zone, be effective, but just moving the ball around, getting the ball back from the catcher booth, and throwing the pitch.
Line drive, base hit. Here's Mike Zunino. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Shoots a line drive single into right center, and it gets by him. Gonzalez around third. He scores. It's 3-zip.
With that fastball, even though it's high velocity, you've got to live on the outer edges. When it's right on a tee, right down the middle, professional hitters are not going to have a problem turning it around.
Miles Straw in the box now. No balls and a strike. Franco whips it to first. 2 down. It's an interesting thing when you consider limiting walks. Is it more important today because of how many home runs are being hit?
No doubt. Keeping guys off the base paths with the way the swings and the launch angles are today, the emphasis of hitting home runs is so huge. It's never been more important.
He swings and fouls one off. Yeah, I think the other part, though, as well, is it goes both ways. Oh, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. It's now 3-0. Back here in Cleveland, top half of the 3rd inning, and now the catcher for the Rays, Christian Bethancourt. In the air to left center. That one gets down for a hit, and the leadoff man aboard.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely, and that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
And now it's Jose Siri. And it's fouled away. The 0-1 swings through that. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Kwan makes the catch, and there's one gone. Yandy Diaz now. Hit it well, but flied out to the deepest part of the outfield his first time. Diaz in his 5th season, 31 years old, and he was born in Cuba. The 0-1. Out front and foul to the left side.
Outside of the United States, Cuba has more players and representatives in Cooperstown than any other country. Puerto Rico and the Dominican Republic are close behind.
Out towards right center field. Straw getting an angle on it. Hauls it in after a long run. And there's 2 away.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Man at first. Here's Wander Franco. 0 for 1 so far. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. So 2 on with 2 away. And stepping in for the Rays, Randy Arozarena. 0 for 1 with a flyout. There's a strike. Bethancourt over at second. Franco at first. 2 out of the inning. Line drive. Base hit. Runner at third puts on the brakes. Base is now loaded with 2 away. Lau at the plate. Rolled out to second in his first at bat. Next pitch is popped up. Ramirez settles under it. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. And the Rays leave him loaded. They trail in this one 3-0. Welcome back as we go to the last of the third. So in now for Cleveland, Ahmed Rosario.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
The pitch. There's the strike.
Been a rough start on the mound for this guy. His third inning, so important for him to get on track, turn the page, settle in, do all those things you need to do to give your team a little bit of length in this one.
Now the 0-1. Swing and a line drive, base hit out into center field. Now he'll turn for second. The throw in, and he's got a double.
You got to get on your horse and get to that thing and get it back in, because he's going to come barrel around first. He's going to put pressure on you. If you bobble it or you don't get there in a hurry, he's going to make you look silly and end up on second base.
Here's Jose Ramirez. He's already homered in this one. First pitch just misses. Next offering is fouled back. Runner at second, nobody out. Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, he looks fresh out there. Just needs to get a little more confidence and remember how good he's been in the past.
Margot settles under it and makes the catch. Runner tags up for third, and he makes it up to third with one away. Here's Josh Bell. He's 0 for 1. And first offering is fouled off. The pitch. Slapped foul.
Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up.
Next offering is fouled back. And now the lefty. And a foul ball. He stays alive.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
And a pitch. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. One away with a runner at third. Hit hard, base hit. And that's going to roll to the wall. Runner from third comes across, and it's 4-0. And in at second with an RBI double.
Comes through with the RBI. Put a really nice balanced swing on it. And when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box. And he'll feel real good about that one.
And at second with one away, here's Josh Naylor. He's 0 for 1. Foul ball. Bell over at second, one down. Next pitch misses, and it's 1-1. And a base hit into right center field. Bell coming home. Now a long throw home. Not in time. He's safe at the plate. And the lead is up to 5.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. This is why hitters work so hard on driving the ball gap to gap in batting practice. There's a lot of room out there. And if you can rip one into that open space, it usually means extra bases.
Stepping up for the Guardians, Andres Jimenez. Grounded out his first time up. And that's in there for strike 1. And a strike.
Quickly down 0-2 in the count. I think you got to choke up a little bit, spread out the feet. You don't know what the velocity or the location of this next pitch is going to be.
0-2 now. Ripped on a line. Margot pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
Now batting, the right fielder, Oscar Gonzalez.
Now it's the right fielder, Oscar Gonzalez. Singled and scored his first time. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game.
Boog, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
And first offering is fouled off. Oh, 1 down. Slice down the right side. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. At the belt and fires. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And a pitch. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. And a pitch. Foul ball, still 0-2. Kicks and deals. He goes down looking. They get 2 runs on 3 hits. Back now at Progressive Field. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Harold Ramirez. Next pitch is popped up. Naylor calls it in, and there's one away. You and I got a chance to broadcast the 2019 All-Star game, and the city of Cleveland did such a great job. I felt like wherever you turned, there was some type of ad for the All-Star game, a face of one of the players playing in the game. I thought the city overall supported the event really well.
Now batting, the third baseman.
2 outs, base is empty. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Isaac Paredes. A rope into right, and that's a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going. Now up for Tampa Bay, Christian Bethancourt. 1 for 1 with a single so far. In there, and it's 0-1.
Yeah, and I think the players backed it up from the home run derby and the show that was put on between Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Pete Alonso, and others. It was off the charts. And in the game.
Well, we'll hold that thought as that's the 3rd out, and we'll end the inning. 1 left. And welcome back. Here's the power hitting catcher, Mike Zunino. The wind of the pitch. Just missed. Back to right. Margot makes the grab, 1 away.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Better than that, you feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Strong stands in now and watches strike 1. In the air out towards right center. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there are 2 down. Here's the Cleveland leadoff hitter, Stephen Kwan. And there's the strike. Stephen Kwan, pretty active on the bases, and not surprising, his favorite players growing up were 2 really good base runners, Ichiro Suzuki and Dave Roberts. Margot makes the grab, and that is that. Nothing doing for the Guardians there, as they are unable to add to their 5-0 lead. Here in Cleveland, we go to the top of the 5th, and stepping in for the Rays, Jose Siri. Bieber back to work. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's there with a leadoff double.
A little more backspin on that instead of the top spin. And he's jogging around the bases rather than pulling up at second.
Here's the Rays leadoff hitter, Yandy Diaz. On the ground. Fires over to first. 1 away here in the 5th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Next pitch has popped up. Ramirez pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's 2 down. So 2 down now, and here is Randy Arozarena. 1 for 2. And first offering is fouled off. There's the strike at the knees.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Bounce to the right side. 3rd out. 1 hit, 1 left. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Guardians 5, the Rays 0. Back here at the ballpark, there's the shortstop at the plate, Ahmed Rosario. And that's in there at the knees.
You know, these Guardians, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
Goes down looking.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. He got 3 straight fastballs looking in the 0-2 count just to pour it back.
Ramirez in the box again, takes a strike. Next offering is in for a strike. Next offering is fouled back. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Pulls the string with the changeup, struck him out. Chris, third time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
Fouled off down the right side. And the lefty with the 0-1.
Well, you can't really adjust your game plan for that last pitch. Guy hasn't thrown it very much. You got to focus on the stuff that he's throwing up there most of the time.
And a swing and a miss, and that's that.
I think the key is arm action on the changeup. When you can sell it like a fastball, you drop the velocity, you get the swing and miss, and you walk off the field.
Top of the 6th inning. Standing in is the power hitting second baseman, Brandon Lau. And that one wrapped foul.
Well, these Rays definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over aggressive. It feels like it's been one first pitch out after another, and they've given up 8 outs on the first pitch alone.
On the ground, right side. The throw to first, and that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th.
Well, he didn't recognize changeup earlier enough, got out in front a little bit, rolled over on it, and beat it into the ground.
And that one in the air center field. Straw hauls it in for the out. 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's Manuel Margot. Margot, 28 years old. And he was born in the Dominican Republic. Out there to center. And the inning is over. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one. Welcome back. Bottom of the inning. And now the first baseman, Josh Naylor. Little chopper rolls foul. And now the 0-1. Swinging a foul straight back. And here it comes. Swing and a high fly ball, pretty well struck right field. That's back there. And that one is out of here. That'll fire up the dugout, and they tack on to their lead. It's 6-0. Now here is Andres Jimenez. That one's in there, 0-1. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
Strike 3. Got him looking on the changeup. Oscar Gonzalez digs in for the Guardians. In there for strike 1. That misses off the outside edge.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact. So not getting the swings and misses and making that defense work behind it.
The 1-2. Spoils the two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. One down, base is empty. To the right side. On the run, sends it over to first. And there are two outs.
The catcher, Mike Zunino.
And the batter now, Mike Zunino. Now that's smacked to right center. This looks like extra bases. Around first, heading for two. Around second now, going for three. And he's there at third with a triple.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Man, I love the hustle out of the box right there to make that triple happen. And just an absolute laser into the opposite field gap. He was digging hard the entire way.
Next pitch is popped up. And that's a base hit. The run scores from third. It's 7-0.
Two consecutive base hits for these guys here. They probably would have been able to drive that pitch on the outside if he let it just get a little deeper and look to hit it to the opposite field. But he made it work out.
And up next for Cleveland, Stephen Kwan. Good contact guy, good defender. That one misses, and that's ball one. They say it went.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Next pitch is popped up. Paredes puts it away, and that is the third out of the inning. They put 2 on the board on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors and 1 left. On to the 7th here in game 1. It's the Guardians 7, the Rays 9. New inning getting started. Now the third baseman, Isaac Paredes. Bieber back to work. Fouled off. He was late.
When a guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day.
He makes the grab, and there's one away.
The catcher, number 14, Christian.
And here is Christian Bethancourt, known for his rocket arm behind the plate. This is a guy who's in the lineup first and foremost because of what he contributes defensively, Chris. And when you talk about preventing runs from being scored, this guy is a big contributor.
I was always told it's hard to take you off the field when you play really good defense, especially at a premier position, and that's what he does.
On to first, and 2 away to start the 7th.
Up next for Tampa Bay, the center fielder, Jose Siri.
Here's the center fielder, Jose Siri. I think when you contemplate him as a player, the first thing you think about is defense, and you think about that great arm.
I also think about the speed. If he can get on, that's going to give one more thing for that pitcher to think about.
In there, and it's 0-1. Two down, nobody on. Shoots a line drive single into right center. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
The first baseman, number 2,
And here's the first baseman, Yandy Diaz. Slice the other way and foul. Here's your 1. And base hit. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
You know, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from that. But so far, I've seen him stay consistent.
The throw in time to get him, and that does it for the inning. So the Rays strand a pair. They continue to trail 7-0. Back now at Progressive Field, bottom of the 7th. So in now for Cleveland, Ahmed Rosario. And there's the strike.
Some guys are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
The other way, and there's a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Around first and hustling for second. Not stopping, he's going for 3. And his 3rd hit of the game is a triple.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Runner at 3rd here, nobody out. Just a slow ground ball this time. Throw home, he beats it. And it's an 8-run lead. And at first, next for the Guardians is the designated hitter, Josh Bell. 1 for 3. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1. Ramirez on at first, nobody out. On the ground to 3rd, and it gets by him. Ramirez round second on his way to 3rd. The throw in, 1 away as the 2nd run of the inning scores. And now the first baseman, Josh Naylor. Swings and pulls it foul to the right side. Swing and a line drive, base hit out into center field. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Couple of singles back to back. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Next pitch is popped up. Franco under it. Makes the grab, and there's 2 gone. Stepping up for the Guardians, Oscar Gonzalez. Umpire James Kingsley saying no pitch, and he's signaling for a balk. There's a strike. 2 outs, and 1 in scoring position. Out to short, Franco. And he'll be safe at first. And next is the Guardians catcher, Mike Zunino. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Corners are occupied with 2 down. That's to 3rd. Inning over. Go 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, but 2 are left stranded. Back here in Cleveland, now the left field. Randy Arozarena. Hard ground ball, base knock.
Well, he's been working out of the stretch just about the entire game, Boog. A lot of base runners on against him, and he's just done a really nice job of scattering the hits, not giving up any runs. But at some point, your luck usually runs out.
And now it's Brandon Lau. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike one.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
Hit on the ground might be two. Rosario one. On the nailer. They got two. Next is the designated hitter, Harold Ramirez. Tapped softly on the ground. Tossed to Naylor. That ends the frame. And welcome back. Ready for the bottom of the eighth. And now the center fielder, Miles Straw. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. That one the other way, and a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Stephen Kwan digs in for the Guardians. That's a hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. And up next for Cleveland, Ahmed Rosario.
Really good piece of hitting last time, going to the opposite field.
And now Kevin Cash out of the dugout and ready to make a move to the bullpen. Garrett Clevenger taking over on the mound. He has a great slider with tons of movement.
Garrett Clevenger.
First pitch, and that's in for a strike. 0-2 as he waves at that one.
Not the easiest thing when you're talking about a guy that's, perhaps is going to be in the rotation.
To second, there's one. Double play. That was some defensive wizardry.
Well, a very fast developing play right there. No margin for error. Nice double play on a fast runner up the line.
So in now for Cleveland, Jose Ramirez. Out to short. In plenty of time to first, and Ramirez is set down. Inning over. Looks like he's heading back out for the ninth as he'll go for the shutout when we get back. Here in Cleveland, all set to start the ninth in this one. Stepping in, Manuel Margot. That one catches the zone. That's strike one. On the ground to third. And foul ball. And the righty deals. ground ball left side. Ramirez sends it to first. One up, one down. Isaac Paredes next to hit for the Rays. In the air out to center. Out number 2. So they're down to their final out. And here's the catcher, Christian Bethancourt. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. And that'll do it. The Guardians take the series opener here at home. So the Cleveland Guardians off of the right foot here in this wild card series. They take game 1 in front of their home fans.
Yeah, and you could argue there's even more pressure on you as the home team in a 3-game series. But these fans definitely showed up for this one. They had an impact, Boog, and their guys took care of business.
And on the other side of things, it'll be an elimination game in this same atmosphere in game 2. So that will be quite a test to keep their season alive.
Yeah, no doubt.
Here's another look at the numbers from this shutout victory.
Well, it takes a team effort to produce a shutout. I mean, sometimes you just got to tip your cap.
9-0 your final in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long